Now the next fight opportunity has been presented to Carter King, and it's none other than Tony Ferguson at number 4, or we could fight Ali Iaquinta. Now we already beat Iaquinta before. It was a good fight, but we knocked him out pretty quickly. I think the move here is going to be to fight Tony Ferguson. It is a shorter camp. It's 4 weeks versus 5 against Iaquinta. But the hype is medium, and I got a feeling a title shot, if we win this fight, is coming right after. Now, something that's definitely been missing from Carter's game the past couple of fights has been his stand-up game. Now, his kicks, don't get me wrong, have been good, but his boxing overall needs a lot of work, so we're heading back to Carisi's gym, kind of where it all started, and we're going to put in some good work there. And at the end of this short fight camp, again, we only had 4 weeks to prepare for this fight against Tony Ferguson. We actually have a fight hype rating of high. Now, you know what? We made our national sports TV interview debut. We called into the media press conference. Dana White didn't fine us for that, so let's see how we do against a tough Tony Ferguson. And you have to feel like if we win this fight, the title shot is coming against Conor McGregor. Now, Tyron Woodley is fighting against Damian Maia. We have Tony Ferguson. We're going to London, England, across the pond. Let's knock out Ferguson and head back to America, hopefully with a title shot. Now, the tail of the tape is Tony Ferguson is 16 years older than Carter King. Now, the height, Carter has the advantage. Weight is pretty the same, but Ferguson actually has a reach advantage. Let's see how that plays out. Here we go. Tony Ferguson, Carter King. Everyone's been waiting for this. Now, Ferguson is a submission specialist. We know this guy can definitely do a lot in the ground. He's got a really unorthodox striking game. We're going to see what he can do against Carter today, but Carter's hoping. Keep some distance on this guy. Hit him with an overhand there. Good start to Carter so far. Misses on the second kick of the day. Ferguson keeping his distance at the moment. Carter going for some hooks. Lands a couple there. He's been upgrading his boxing combos, and so far looks to be good for him. Now, again, Carter just whiffing on kicks. Nice little elbow there by Carter. A couple good combos there. You can see Carter should have done something there, but Ferguson catches him with a shot to the body. The crane kick goes to the top of the head. Carter goes for something else. The midsection kick comes in. Ferguson's got him against the cage. Carter with a combo, backing himself out of that. Spinning back fist kick, or spinning kick is not going to work. Carter again going for the shots, but Ferguson again going to the body, and Carter is absolutely in pain. You can see his liver's taking too many shots. Good moves again by Carter. Oh, shot right to the face. You can see Ferguson going for the clinch, and Carter said, not today, old man. But Ferguson again going right to the midsection and hurting Carter. Carter again goes up top. Not really going to land that. He's used a lot of stamina so far in the first round. Ferguson again gets this man in the liver. Oh, Carter got him on that one. Oh, Ferguson might be dead. Carter caught him slipping. He went in for the clinch, and Carter says, not so fast. Oh, man. 16 years too long in the game. Carter finishes Tony Ferguson in the first round with an unbelievable knockout. That was pretty much neck and neck, and then as soon as Ferguson went down, trying to get Carter in a takedown, I believe, which would have been bad for Carter, the uppercut of doom connected with his face. Now look at it here. The roundhouse kick destroyed that man. And just like that, another victim falls to the right hand of Carter King. Look, we worked on his boxing in this camp, and it paid off because you've been seeing him knock out dudes with kicks, but there, he wobbled him with the punch, showing he still has the power in his hands, finished him off with the kick, and ultimately walked out of here with the W. Now, we're going to check the fight stats here at the end. Let's see how much this dude actually got paid. So again, the 12th knockout of his career, almost at 15 fights, which again, significantly improving towards that GOAT progress. He gets at least 2 of his fights to a high fight hype. His popularity is gaining. He needs to get to 1.2 million. Longevity doesn't really move. He gets 23,000 fans. Doesn't get fight tonight, but still 81,000 cash is not too bad. And after the fight, Megan Levy hits us up and says, "Good game, bro. Big win tonight. How do you see the fight with the champ playing out?" Now, you know what? I'm assuming that means we're getting a title shot, but maybe she's trying to break some news. Like I say, Ali said it best. I'm young, I'm pretty, and I can't possibly be beaten. Hashtag the greatest. It's going to be a tough fight, but those are the challenges I love. One small step to my super fight, chasing 2 belts. Because I get ahead of ourselves, but I like this one. If you're Carter, you got to feel kind of slighted right now. Look what they're giving the number 2 fighter, Michael Chiesa, who to me doesn't really feel like he's a number 2 fighter. Look at Carter's record. Look at his record. Carter deserves to be the number 2 guy and give that man the title shot already. Now, if we go on to the next one, Dustin Poirier, who we already beat, I believe, one time in our career, or maybe we haven't fought him before. And then we have over here Gilbert Burns. This dude's number 11. He could be a tune-up fight at UFC 274, but you know what? If they're going to give us a disrespectful fight like this, rather than risk our chance, let's go over here and beat up on a bum, get 6 weeks, get a nice payday, and show them, look, give us a title fight. We might leave and go somewhere else. And for this camp, I think we're going to go to Crossbreed MMA. Look, I learned a lot of the boxing moves that I wanted, as you guys saw in the last fight. That kind of paid off. And if you look here, Demetrius Johnson, we now unlock the ability to fight with him in training camp. Look at how many crazy moves he has that we don't have yet. Yeah, we're about to learn a lot of his moves ASAP. And look at this, we attended the MMA Awards show tonight and we won Fighter of the Year. About time someone respects us. Now look, we're Fighter of the Year. Let us fight Conor McGregor for that belt already. And just like every single fight that Carter King is involved in, the fight hype is super high. Our fitness is moderate this time at 93, but you know what? We won Fighter of the Year. We got a bum in front of us, Mr. Burns. Let's go knock him out and show Dana White that, you know what? Give us the championship fight or we're gonna walk. Now what's crazy, if you remember on our last fight, Woodley and Maya actually fought for the belt, and that was in London. And this time they're doing it again here in Chicago, so a rematch for them, but we're still out here trying to find a belt for ourselves. The disrespect is real.
So as this confident young fighter makes his walk to the octagon, you can be sure his inner monologue is, how do I get this opponent to the mat? Because once I get him down, I know I can keep him there, potentially for the duration of the round, if not the fight. This guy's top game is scary good, and it's not just about getting you down, keeping you there, using the body weight effectively so that you can't get up or use a hip escape. This guy will sap your willpower with the best of them, and more often than not, guys just have to give up and wait for the round to end.
One thing to look out for from him is his low kicks. He throws them with devastating power. And if you can't defend against them, he will kick the legs right out from under you.
So you've heard the scouting report. We gotta watch out for this dude in his kick game. Now he's 36, and you know what? The last time we fought someone that was super old, we destroyed him. So again, same outcome. Watch out, Mr. Burns. Carter is looking to show complete dominance in this fight from every facet. Now Burns is a really good submission artist, so Carter's gotta be careful. When you get on the ground, Burns has a pretty good chance to control it, so Carter's gonna try to land some punches here. He's got a pretty good reach advantage, let's make sure he shows that. Ducking roundhouse kick, a new move in Carter's arsenal. Nuh-uh, not today, Burns. You're not gonna throw that. Oh, Carter can finish this one early. Burns is called the Holy Ghost. Carter catches him again. Carter says stand up and catch these hands. Now Burns doing what he does best, going to the ground, and Carter says, I don't really want any part of this. Now he's gonna try to switch to the backside. He's gonna have an opportunity here. He's gonna go to sprawl. Switch over to the other side. Now you're gonna have to watch for Burns to do something here on the ground. Now, okay, Burns is very good again on the ground, so Carter's able to stand up. Burns again taking his time. He's gonna try with the midsection kick, but Carter is able to duck that one. Nice combo there. Burns goes again to the body. Carter catches him with an elbow. Oh, Carter got him. Carter got him. He dropped him. Just like that. You don't come and fight Carter. He's too good. He's too good. You do not want any problems with the young fella. He finishes Burns just like that in the first round. He says, Conor McGregor, where you at? We coming for the #1 spot. You already know what it is. One more look at this again. Carter comes in here with the overhand, drops him. I mean, he hit him with an elbow, an overhand, a kick to the head. He showed the full arsenal of his stand-up game. And again, the overhand is the most deadly punch in his entire inventory. You don't want to be in the receiving end of that one. And Mr. Burns, he found out tonight. So that was a huge knockout, and look at this, Carter's actually getting a couple of things there in his GOAT status, the 13th knockout, the 15th finish, and he's got, you know, at least 2 moving him forward. Now he gets, again, a fight hype to being high. He's getting close to 1.2 million basically fans in his career. Didn't get fight of the night, didn't get knockout of the night, but you know what, it's okay. We got some fans, we got some cash, and hopefully we got a belt coming our way.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. It's an old fight game adage that fans love nothing more than a knockout. If that's the case, then they will love this lightweight banger, who was celebrated today for delivering the most knockouts in UFC history. A record achieved thanks to his devastating prowess in the octagon with his fists, feet, elbows, and knees. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
And you heard Megan O'Leary say it, but they have it again on MMAfighting.com. King wins again, becomes a UFC knockout king. The UFC's Octagon has been home to some of the greatest knockout artists of all time, but last weekend in Chicago, prime time became the most prolific finisher in UFC history. And you know it was coming. Look at the overhand, dropping Burns to the ground. We might have just put 2 fighters consecutively into retirement.